first video where I introduced this Bob Ross color by number book. You can find it and watch that first. If not, just stay here because I'm going to color today. Bob Ross images almost always make me think of fall and winter time. I think probably because everything he does is pretty much an outdoor image. And because of that, I wanted to get started on the image that we picked together when I first introduced this book. I have a piece of paper here so we can remember what I picked, and I'm going to turn straight to that now so we can get started. This was a paper that I was using previously just as a scrap paper, so I knew what color to use. I have a couple clips here. These clips are from my junk journaling kit. They're just metal clips. I'm going to add them to this left side so that hopefully it will stay down. Okay, let's go ahead and apply the clips now. I'm going to turn it just for 1 second. And I'm hoping that these will help keep it down. Maybe, maybe not. It might help the pages stay down, but not the rest of the book. It still kind of wants to pop up, but that's okay. Okay, so the image that I picked, as you can see here, there's some water, a cabin, some trees, different kinds of trees. And I want to make sure that the markers don't bleed into the background, because if they do, they're going to hit another page. So just in case, I'm going to give it extra layer of protection, which is a regular piece of white paper. So if you hear any crinklings, that's why. I also have a piece of paper here that's blank, and I'm going to fold it in half for us. This is going to be our testing paper. I'm going to fold it in half again. Because this book does not come with markers, it just comes with a color key. And it's your responsibility to try to find a marker that best suits the color that you're actually searching for. I have this whole entire set of markers here. This is from Amazon. They're inexpensive. They're dual tip. So one is a very fine tip marker, almost more like a pen. And then the other side is a thicker brush tip. There is 34 colors. It comes with its own color card here, which is not super accurate, honestly. But it gives a wide range of colors to choose from. I also have these markers that were a Christmas gift. These markers are fantastic. I believe they're alcohol markers. This is going to be a zipper sound. Just so you guys can peek inside and see. That's what they look like. This is the pastel version. So there are a lot of colors to choose from in there. Just not sure we'll need them. Now, if I flip to the back of the book, I can pull out our color key. It's designed this way on purpose so that your pages can be side by side. I thought that's very convenient, if I must say so myself. What I think I'm going to do is put these heavy markers off to the side a bit, like so that our picture and our color key can kind of be in front of us. I know the camera is kind of cutting off over here on the right hand side. It's just a dark gray and then colors that you guys are missing. I'm gonna just go ahead and get started by picking what color I want. So let's try to find number 28. That's right in front of me. Number 28 is a light brown, according to our chart. I'm going to go ahead and go with these markers here. There is a marker that looks like it's exactly that color here. But there's also this light brown as well. You can kind of see both. There's so many other browns to choose from. There's cocoa up here, regular brown, sepia as well. So it's hard to tell which color you should actually go with. I see that we have 28 and 29, light brown and cocoa. Here in the picture, 28 and 29. So it might make sense for one of these colors to be one and one of these colors to be the other. We'll try this lighter, almost gray brown. Okay. That looks like it could be cocoa. And this one, I'm trying to see if it would be good for number 28. Again, it's hard to tell. Let's look. I'm trying to compare. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but I'm trying to compare these colors. I think that this one would actually be better for a light brown compared to this one. I think the other one is going to be my cocoa though. So this is what we'll use for number 28. And I'm going to use the fine tip for number 28. This is supposed to be light brown. And I'm going to go ahead and use this side of the marker instead of the fine point. Because the fine point is definitely more like a pen. And that's going to give a pen look, and I don't want a pen look. Now, I think that you probably could color with anything you wanted to with this book. You could probably use even crayons if you wanted to. Ooh, maybe I will do that. A whole page that's crayons. These pages can't be torn out. So if you wanted to use paint or even like a watercolor, you could just go ahead and rip out the page if you really wanted to do that. Now what I like to do after I pick one color is I like to go around and I try to find that number everywhere else I can find it before I put the marker down and then forget which one I used. And I think if anyone could agree, it'd probably be Bob Ross, that it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be an exact match. It's nature. It's going to be all different shades of browns and greens anyways. Okay, now what I'm going to look for is any other 28s. I see one here. I see one up here as well. So it looks like we're working on some sort of ground. Or like ground covering like dirt. I do believe, based on the shape, that this down here is probably going to be water. I'm just using little, like tiny strokes with this pen. These are not expensive markers, so. But I did buy them specifically for this book. I like the tinier tips. Yeah, if you were to use paint, you'd have to use very tiny brushes for some of these images. I got this book at a record store of all places while on vacation over the summer. Okay, we're making it ground. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one here because that's also number 28. I like this book because even though it's colored by numbers, it's very forgiving. Like like I said, if you mess up, if you color something the wrong shade of brown, I don't think it'll overall affect the outcome of the image. I think it's fun. It does show you what the image should look like when you're done, but I don't like looking at those. Just make it how you want it to make it. You don't have to actually follow the rules at all, you know? Like, you could decide that everywhere where it's brown is actually going to be black if you want to, and then just see what happens. I think that could be fun too. Like, everywhere where it's brown, now it's going to be purple instead. It's your book, right? But I'm sure you could find this book other places. Okay. Now, if you guys see a number and I'm missing it, it might be hard for you to see it. Don't tell me in the comments. Just let me live. I'm trying to see if I see any more 28s at this moment. There's some in the tree. So it looks like this tree's gonna be brown. Or at least have some brown elements here on the bottom. I'm assuming maybe like a darker shade and the shades on top are gonna be lighter. But I could be wrong, who knows? Okay. You know that when it goes into the higher numbers, you're getting into the more neutrals, black, gray, and brown. So that was 28. Oh, look, we have 28 here, 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 and here. Okay. And 28 down here. Let me get this part. I missed this. I'm not really sure what it is. That's another reason why I like color by number or paint by number, is because you gotta like wait and see, especially like a dot to dot. It's almost like a dot to dot where like you're like, what is this image gonna be? And you have to finish it to find out. I love that. I think it's so fun. I think what I'll do, because I'm sure I won't finish this today, is I'll put all the colors I'm using aside and try to remember what I used for next time. I can't tell if this is the tree or if it's behind the tree. I'm just trying to stay in the lines. Okay. That's all 28, and then this is 28 over here. Some of these pictures are a lot more detailed than others. I think I picked a very detailed one for us to work on together, but that's okay. And then that's 28, and I see another 28 here. So I'm going to keep going with this brown. After this, I'll look for a color that's a lower number and come back to the browns later, so that way you guys are getting a visual that's not just browns. I can remember watching Bob Ross and having absolutely no idea why I found this man to be so relaxing. I can remember watching old episodes of his show, like after school and stuff. Okay, and I just didn't know, like, why, because I didn't know what ASMR was. Kind of like I didn't know why I fell asleep when people brushed my hair, or when I watched people color the way you're watching me now. I used to watch Martha Stewart for the same reason, because her voice, not her talk show, because there was too much clapping and noise and stuff. I'm talking about her original show, where she gave you like tips on how to cook a turkey and organize your closet. That's the Martha Stewart that I loved. Okay, you guys, I'm looking for more 28s before I put this marker down. I'm gonna put the lid on it though. Oh wait. I was just about to put the lid on this part right down here. That's a 28. This part right up against the tree. Okay. It kind of looks like this might be like dying grass or something like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to scan a little better than I did. I'm looking for 28s. There's none in the sky. I'm looking at like the tippy tops of these trees and the bottom of these trees. I definitely see 29s since I was doing battle on which marker to pick for the light brown and the cocoa. Okay, I think that's it. Maybe. Again, if you guys are zoomed in, don't tell me. Okay, this is gonna be our number 28. Number 94. Oh, you know what I could write down? I could write down the number of the marker because these markers are numbered. So I'll do this. I'll put 94, number 94 marker equals number 28 in the book. So this is marker, M for marker, and B for book. So 94 marker equals 28 in the book. That's so smart. Okay, I'm proud of myself for thinking of that. Okay, let's try to find a color that's not brown. How about number 8 is brown? Darn it. Number 5 is a light yellow. Very light yellow. Okay. I think maybe this color should work. I mean, that's a pretty good match, you guys. Okay, let's try it. Are you gonna be our number 5? Oh yeah, do you see that? I mean, I don't think it gets much better. Okay. Oh wait, let me do my little trick. So marker number 30 is equal to book number 5. Oh my gosh, that's so smart. I'm making my own little color key. Okay. Number 5. I'm all excited, but I only see 5 in like one spot. Anyways. Let's go all the way over here, shall we? I hope this is not like yellow snow, if you know what I'm saying. Just kidding. I don't think these are like alcohol markers or anything like that. I don't remember. I think they're just regular markers. I feel like this one in particular, like, it doesn't color very well. Okay. It doesn't really color up the number 5 because it's light yellow. I'm trying to see if there's a number 5 anywhere else. I might have just got really excited about this color match for like no reason. Let's check down here. There's not a single other number 5. That sucks. Okay, well. Let's go on, shall we? How about orange red. I'm just gonna pull both of them. I'm gonna pull all of them. Screw it. Because I'm not sure. Okay, we're looking for... Now this looks really dark to you guys. It looks really dark to me too. We're just gonna do the best we can. Just try to find a dark red. You see, I think that's perfect. For like a brick red. I mean, that's pretty dark. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. Marker number 17 is equal to marker number, or book number 1. Okay. And we'll do the other reds after we're done with number 1. Okay. So this is for everything that says 1. I think this was a good choice. It's not as pink as it looks. I mean, that red is really, really dark. It's almost another shade of brown, so yeah, we're just gonna go with this. So this whole section is the brick red color. I'm holding my pen funny because it's so tiny right here. I apologize for the ambulance sound. And then it looks like there's gonna be some more like in the little roof part also. So we'll get that going. Okay, so there's 1. And then in the roof, here's 1. It looks like the slats are going to be like different colors on the roof. Okay, so that's good. And then this one here. And then this one here. There's some slats like in the front that don't seem to have a number. I'm really confused by that. Not sure what that's about. I'm gonna try to use this 34 pack of markers for everything. It just seems to make the most sense. This appears to be the brick red color, and so does this. But the trim is like not a color. It seems like some parts of it are meant to stay white, which I think is kind of strange. Okay, I don't see any more number 1s on the whole page. Again, if you guys do, don't yell at me. Okay, so let's move on to the number 3s that are in the roof and see if we can pick an orange red that would go the best. Okay. I think we might need to save that one to actually be red. I'm going to put that one to the side. I'm going to try one of these. Let's see. Okay, there's that one. Or this one might be the winner, but it might be too light. Oh no, that's way too light. Okay, this one's out. Okay. So this one, I guess, wins. This one might be darker. Yeah, that's gonna be regular red. Okay, we'll do that one later. This one wins. So number 2 of the markers is equal to number 3 in the book. Okay. Yeah. Also, by the way, the markers, there's like not a lot of rhyme or reason that I can tell with the numbers. I don't really know. They're like, there's some that are like number 95, like I was saying, but there's only 34 markers. I'm guessing they have bigger packs, and they probably can make a bigger pack of markers or something like that. I'm not really sure. So yeah, I think this, even though it doesn't say it, is supposed to be the other side of it, like that. Now, are these colors exact to what Bob Ross would do? No. Just go with the markers you got, like I said before. This is the best I can do. I'm glad I thought of this. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, I didn't want you to listen to the helicopters fly by. I'm glad I thought of these numbered markers being my own key, so we can come back and finish this at a later date. And then this is 3 up here. Okay, cute. And nowhere else is number 3. Okay. Alrighty. So now, wait, I'm trying to remember what color I used. I used 94 because I have the other brown sitting out and I want to put it away. Okay, I'll put the other brown away. Alright. Maybe we can get some green into the mix. Green is number 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. There's a lot of green. So, I'm seeing some trees that have 13 and 14 in them, which is olive number 13 and emerald number 14. There's like 5 different greens, but I don't have 5 different greens. I have 4. But again, I'm gonna make do with what I got. Because this one up here is called aqua. And that's a weird color. And I don't actually see it for the trees. I see it more in the water. So using more of a turquoise color from my kit of markers would probably actually be fine. Okay, let's do 13, which is olive. I think this might be the closest for olive right here. And then these could be like bright green, green, and emerald. Let's just give it a shot. If it's similar to olive, I'm just gonna go for it because, like I said, I like that these have numbers, and I think I'm just gonna stick with these. Now, that's more of a bright green than an olive. Okay, hold on. Let me grab the one that I thought would be better for bright green. Well, crap. Okay. I'm gonna try all of the greens because now I don't know what to do. Let's see. It's all about trial and error. That one's dark. That means this next one's gonna probably be really dark. None of these greens are olive. I think that's kind of the problem. Well, what are you gonna do, guys? None of these greens are technically olive at all. So I have to make like an executive decision, right? I feel like that should be bright green, that should be regular green, and that should be emerald. So the lighter green, I think I'm gonna use it like it is olive. Don't judge me, guys. I'm gonna just do the best I can with the markers I've been given. Well, the the markers I purchased for myself. So we're gonna pretend, okay, that this is olive. You know it's not, and I know it's not, but it's green. So the marker number 13, or no, marker number 72, we're gonna pretend like it's olive and we're gonna call it book number 13. Okay? Don't get mad, everybody. It's fine, it's gonna go in the trees with other dark colors. Just go with what you got, right? That's the theme. And like I said, this has other colors too. This also has evergreen, which is a really, really dark, almost black color. And I don't have a marker for that either. So, it's just way too dark. Like, this is evergreen right here, number 16. If it looks black to you on camera, trust me when I say it also looks black to me in person. You can't really tell. You can't see black because I know it's kind of off camera, but it looks like the same color. Literally. I might actually use black instead of evergreen and just call it evergreen. Yeah. Maybe I can layer it, put it with a lighter color, layer it together and call it that. Like the darkest green with a little bit of black on top or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out, don't worry. Okay, so that's 13. I know it's not olive, but it's okay. Maybe it's more like a Dr. Seuss Christmas tree than a Bob Ross Christmas tree. It's not a Christmas tree, but you know, like a pine tree. Maybe my trees just won't be as dark as they're intended to be. Because none of my markers are as dark as they should be, for the most part. Okay, 13 seems to go all the way up in several spots, so we're just going to keep on going. I'm kind of coloring in circles because of how it's drawn. Now, from what I understand, every picture, based on what the front of this book says, like the introduction to it, every picture is something that Bob Ross really did draw. It's not like a copycat. Did you guys ever watch, I think it was a documentary, maybe on Netflix, I think, I can't remember, but about Bob Ross and like his legacy and his money and how like everything that you see now that says Bob Ross on it, like the money doesn't go to his family. That kind of makes me feel bad about buying Bob Ross stuff, but I like the color and I like Bob Ross. But it's sad because whoever, I forget the whole story, but whoever has ownership, they're still making a pretty penny. But yeah, I don't think it's anyone that he's related to, which is sad. 13. And this is 13. Sorry, I think I bumped my tripod. And this is 13. And then all the way up here, that's 13. Okay, now let's go to this tree. And this piece here is 13. that's 16. So like this big part of the tree, these middle pieces are supposed to be evergreen. Is there 14s? There's 14s for the emerald, which I'm gonna do the darkest green for emerald. We'll go with 14. Let's do 14. So number 63 for the marker. Oops, wrong side. So marker number 63 is gonna be emerald, number 14 in the book. Okay, so I don't forget. And now let's color some 14s. Try to give the trees a little more dimension. I think this color would have actually been an okay evergreen color. But evergreen's supposed to be darker than emerald, so like I said, there's like 6, I think, greens because it's Bob Ross. I'm doing 14, right? Yes, emeralds. Yeah, there's supposed to be like 6 versions of green, but I only have 4, so you gotta make do with what you got. I might be lacking in the dimensions department. It's okay. Does anybody know if there's Bob Ross markers? The way that there's Bob Ross paint or Bob Ross coloring pencils or something. Maybe that's what I was supposed to be using, huh? Cute. Okay. Now this is 14 too, above this 13 right here. We're really starting to make some trees now. Well, color some trees. Make it pop out. I didn't draw it. Does anybody still watch Bob Ross videos? Sometimes I do. You can find them on YouTube pretty easily, like full episodes. I watch Old Martha Stewart too. Like I said, she was like one of my go-tos back in the day. So I still watch her sometimes. How to roast a turkey or plant roses in your garden, as if I would ever do any of the things she suggested, but I still liked it just, for fun, for relaxation purposes. My mom used to laugh at me like, what are you watching her for? She's so boring. And I was like, that's why I'm watching her. You don't get it. I'm sorry, someone in my neighborhood has a very loud truck. Well, I wanted this to be a fall scene, but with my color choices in green, it looks like springtime. Maybe when I put the black in, because I'm going to use black as my emerald green, or my evergreen I should say, I think that might help add some darkness. Okay, that tree is pretty much done. I went outside the lines a little bit, but happy accidents. It's okay. Don't worry, I'll go with a color that's not green after this to mix it up. There's 14s all the way up this tree and this tree. Like I said, I probably won't get this finished today, obviously, because I don't want to. I mean, I probably could if I was coloring without you guys, like at night or something, but rest of that tree is 16, which is the evergreen, which is incredibly dark. I see 14 right here, right here, right here, right there, right there. So yeah, there's like 5 more spots of this shade of green to do. I feel like once I put black on the trees, I might mess it up, but like I said, the evergreen example is pretty much black anyways, almost, probably close. Okay, and here's 14. Look how long it took me just to get this far. There's 14. 14. And I think that was 14. Let's just say it was. Okay. Let's see if we can find one more color to one more match, and then I'll probably stop for today because I have other things I gotta do. Let's do number 7. I see a lot of number 7. The yellow, I don't know how you say this word. Is it ochre? Oh, it's not how you spell ochre, but I don't know how you pronounce it. But I will say this. That color looks like a pretty close match, I would say. I'm gonna do a swap for 7, or a swatch I should say for 7. Oh yeah, look how close. That's a very close match. Okay, so we're gonna say marker number 36. Yeah, marker number 36 is equal to number 7 in the book. It's easier than the greens. Okay, let's try to find some 7s. I see one right in front of my face. I'm just looking at that color raw sienna. I start to panic like, oh no, do I have a color that's gonna match that? As long as you guys don't judge me, I'll be fine with it. I live near Air Force Base and there's a lot of flyovers happening today. It always makes me nervous. So if you hear that sound in the background, it's beyond my control, guys. It's not an alien landing. Well, this is a bigger section for number 7 than I thought. It goes all the way over to the trees. It's almost like part of this, like autumn sky or something in the background, I think. Well, that will help, like, give a little bit of a richer feel to the picture. Okay, so this is 7 over here too. Yeah, I think this is the background. It bothers me so much when the color's not dark enough to cover over the number. Yep. Okay, so that was 7. This is 7 right here. But I like this book because you can probably work on this book for like several years. You know, each page you do a couple different colors a night just to relax. Any more 7s? Here's a 7. This is a big 7. Oh, I think this is a yellow tree, a dark yellow tree. Here comes the fall colors, you guys. This is definitely a fall yellow compared to my poor little Christmas trees over there. have 7 right here in the middle of this tree too. This is a pretty color for trees. I'm loving this. I was hoping that I would find a way for it to feel like fall. I wanted it to feel like fall in this picture. And I was hoping that this picture would get us there since it is fall, not quite winter. 7, okay. See, you can see these cute little fluffy trees right here are gonna be very much fall vibes. We have some more 7 down here in the ground. And this big piece jutting out is also 7. Maybe like a lighter shade of dirt, or it's fall leaves. Maybe it's supposed to be a pile of leaves on the ground. Okay, this is 7 in front of the cabin. So yeah, either like leaves on the ground or a lighter shade. I'm gonna say leaves on the ground because it makes me feel happy. Okay. Any more 7s? There might be, but I don't see any right now. Okay. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna stop there. You would think I would get more done for a video that's almost 50 minutes long, but there's a lot because you have to try and find the right colors first. So these are all the colors that we used so far, believe it or not. And this is our little color code system that we got going. So hopefully next time I can get even more done, like on the ground and in this water and stuff. Because I know that this part is water, I can tell, because number 18 and 19 and 17, that's the blues. So you know down here is water, so that's going to be fun. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I can't wait to color more. I'll probably do more next week. If you want to see more from me or watch me finish this picture, I'll do soft spoken next time. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can see us finish this little fall masterpiece by Bob Ross. Thanks for watching, guys.